Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mrs. Bray Reads a Story. Today we're going to be reading a few short poems. Now, these poems are science poems. So this is a book of poems called Science Verse and written by John Seska and Lane Smith. So these are the same authors of the short story who did The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. Awesome book! I would absolutely have read that one to you, except I unfortunately don't own that one. So look up The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. It's awesome. Now, this is a bunch of really funny science poems, and I'm going to read a couple of them for you today. Now, if you happen to be one of my students, you are definitely going to roll your eyes at this and say, "Oh, that's just like Mrs. Bray." Yeah. Oh, yeah, you will. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to read the whole book. I'm just going to pick some of my favorites of these awesome, nerdy, silly poems. Okay, so we're going to start today with a poem titled Lovely. Okay, lovely. I think that I ain't never seen a poem as ugly as a spleen. A poem that could make you shiver like 3.5 pounds of liver. A poem to make you lose your lunch, to tie your intestines in a bunch. A poem all gray and wet and swollen, like a stomach or a colon. And something like your kidney, lung, pancreas, bladder, or even tongue. And why are you turning green, good body? It's just human body study. So that's the first poem. That's the poem Lovely. And there is the lovely artwork to go with the poem. So that one's perfect for bio class. Okay, so the next poem we are going to be reading is one called Gobbledygook. Now, this one is hilarious. You guys, and it is actually based off of the Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. So if you are familiar with the Jabberwock, you will be familiar with this poem. Okay, so here's how it goes. Was Gillib and the Slithy Toes and Mumble in the Wabe? Well, this one is based off of that one. Okay. Gobbledygook. 'Twas fructose and the vitamins, and did zinc and dye red number 8. And all poly were the thiamines, and the carbohydrate. Beware the gobbledygook, my son, the flavorings, the added C. Beware the serving size, and shun the dreaded BHT. And as in folic thought I stood, the gobbledygook with eyes nitrate came gluten through the dextrose wood, its extracts carbonate. Oh, can you slay the gobbledygook, polyunsaturated boy? 3,000 calories! Oh, don't look, the sugars, the fats, oh, soy! 'Twas fructose and the vitamins, did zinc and dye red number 8. And poly were the thiamines and the carbohydrate. So that one's hilarious. So I love how that one, you got the lecithin and all the thiamine and all the stuff added into stuff that's food, like the highly processed stuff that is advertised as food, like Cheese Whiz or whatever. So this one's kind of making fun of the processed food. Love that. Okay, so we've got another one here that I quite like. It's called The Senseless Lab of Professor Revere. Now, this one is another one based off of a historical poem. I can't remember which one, like The Ride of Paul Revere, I think is the one this one's based off of. Okay. So, The Senseless Lab of Professor Revere. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of how loud noises go in your ear. And look, my youngster, bright lights will be the way you figure out how to see. And feel, my students, is that too much? Well, go for guts. You learn about touch. And chew, my kiddies. Oh, what a waste. That frog eye stew was for you to taste. And sniff, my scientists. Ain't it swell how 10-year-old cheese demonstrates smell? And those are your senses. Class is done. Next week, diseases. Won't that be fun? So I love that poem. And so you got a really funny picture that goes along with that one. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is some of the poems from Science Verse. So I hope you guys enjoy that one. There's several other poems in there if you guys want to check them out. And also, if I had the Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales, I would absolutely be reading that one to you. But sadly, I don't have that one. Hopefully you guys do. And if you don't, look it up and just get that book to read. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have a good day. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye.